is that if he has been there for 18 years and his life is like that, you just want to join them 18 years later, that's how your life will be if you don't use your brain and do something with your life. Many of you, ordinary barbing saloon alone will have made you prosper, but you are looking for salary. It's a mindset that has messed up people's lives. Salary. When you always believe that 20 days make one pay, 28 days money will come every 4 weeks, your brain can't function well. Hello? And finally, number 5 is materialism mentality. It's a toxic mindset, materialism mentality. If you taking space. Hello? I'm telling you, suits you have not worn for 3 years and you are still buying. There's something, there is a spirit of poverty that is just pushing you to buy. Forever buying. No, think of it. I don't mean to pick on people, but in those days, wearing wig was for old women. But some people sat down and came up with a way to make it modernize. And everybody's wearing wig. After they say, how can we collect money? They say, we need to extend the eyelashes. Extension of eyelashes was a prop for acting. That's why it's called makeup. It's what you use to make up for a place you are not. You make yourself up. So you make it up. It's for acting. We use it in acting. It's costume. Now, everybody, eyelashes like witches and wizards. Yeah. And the eyes is just doing like that. Pa. And you are wondering, am I safe? Extension nails, everything extended. People are sitting down to think of how to get your money. They are prospering on your identity crisis. They are prospering based on your low self-esteem. And foreigners are sitting down to decode how to collect your money. Hello? And now these foreigners will now determine what is fashion. Do you know that foreigners started making natural hair fashion? Yes, all the women started dropping their weave. Natural. I'm going natural. Natural that we were born with. They are now selling. Now they are selling charcoal. I hope you know. Charcoal. Where will they take brush teeth? Where we abandon, collect their toothpaste. They are now going back to charcoal. And they are selling charcoal to us as a brand. Who did this to you? So, in closing, do you have investment mentality? This is part 1. I will continue tomorrow. Do you have investment mentality? You are going to get. How do you know whether you have investment mentality? You just need to answer one question. What do you do with your money? That's all. What do you do with your money? Because everybody has money. There is nobody here that does not have money, no matter how small. Last year you made money. This is March, you have already made money. So everybody gets money. There is nobody, even a beggar is getting. People under the bridge are getting money. So everybody is getting money. God is ever faithful. One way or the other, something will drop. So what are you doing with your money? That's what will let you know self-diagnosis. There are only 3 things you can do with money. Number 1, you can waste it. Number 2, you can spend it. Invest it. Average people spend money. Wise people invest money. So the question is, are you a fool? Or you are an average person? Or you are a wise person? Foolish people waste money. Think of how much money you have wasted on all those useless girls. Your father had 6 wives. Now you have 6 girlfriends. You did not realize that the spirit is at work in you in a new dimension. Upgraded version. Hello? So are you a waster, a spender, or an investor? So foolish people waste money. Average people spend money. Wise people invest money. So, 2 assignments and I close. I want you to go back home tonight and bring 2 pieces of paper and sit down and think. Assets. And I want you to begin to write it down all. So when you look at your car, liability. You look at all your shoes, liability. Your handset, liability. Your television, liability. Your air condition, liability. Your flash screen, liability. Your deep freezer, liability. All the clothes in your wardrobe, liability. All the shoes, liability. When you now come to assets column, you will realize that the only assets in your life is number 1, your relationship with God, your spouse, and your children. And that's why many of you are frustrated. Because the only thing you can boast of after 40 years of existence is God is good, I am a Christian, I'm going to heaven. But you are going through hell on the way to heaven. I thank God I have a wife, I have family, I have children. That's all. All you came here to give birth to children. That's your life. You didn't need to do that. There are over 400 million orphans in India you could have adopted without going through that process. So do what? Assets and the second paper, write it down. Waste, spend, invest. And then think of all the money you made in 2019. How many did you waste? How many did you spend? How many did you invest? By the time you finish that, nobody needs to tell you that foolishness is running your life. Nobody needs to tell you that you are the devil of your life. So that when you are coming tomorrow, oh Lord, deliver me from foolishness. Oh Lord, set me free. Oh Lord. So tomorrow, you will bring your brother, your sister, your cousin, your nephew, your neighbor, everybody, you bring them. Because tomorrow, I will now finish the teaching, we'll do questions, then I will take you into the supernatural. And then we'll begin to download some things from the realm of the spirit and drop it upon. There is something that when it comes upon you, foolishness dies. In closing, how will your death be announced? When you die, how will they do the announcement? Because everybody will die, oh. In a good old age, yes, but you will die if rapture does not happen. And the way it is now, if rapture happens now, hey, they'll be weeping. So how will your death be announced? There are 2 ways to announce death. Number 1, with deep sorrow heart, we announce the sudden demise. It's always sudden, even if the man is 80 years old. Because they see the way to make him make him. He go make him, he die, he no make him. He survived by children, grandchildren. By the time you go to that burial, you will see people weeping, wailing. You will see a woman in, cotton, black and black cotton. You will see children like 5 looking like HIV patients. Everybody's going, Mama Teresa! Everybody, don't worry, don't worry. If you look very well, you will see another small woman in one corner, also wearing black. One baby on her back, one in her hand. The useless man has a concubine. After that burial, they will now carry the wife to the village to shave her hair. Say, you kill our son, you kill our son, our son. Person with poverty kid, they go blame the wife. But there is another way to announce that, with gratitude to God for a life well spent. We announce the transition into glory. When you hear that announcement, a rich man has died. By the time you get to burial ground, nobody is crying. You see the wife there in designer skirt suit, Gucci silk scarf, police eyeglasses, Fellini shoe, and Madrid bag. When you look at her, 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl. The boy came from Canada, the girl came from London. Nobody is crying. When you get there, all they do is like this. Nobody's crying. Why? The man has 2 houses in America, 4 in London, 1 in Canada, 16 in Lagos, 2 in Abuja, 14 in Port Harcourt, 200 million in his account, shares of 1.2 billion. Why will they cry? Most of the tears you see in burial ground is tears of poverty. The man has left pain for those that are behind. By the time you go to the house of that woman, after 2 weeks, it's Malam you will meet. Madam, you don't go Canada, you go rest. Madam, you don't go Canada, you go rest. Is it that kind of woman you will say to come to village to shave her head? Who born you? Who born you? So how will your death be announced? With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. It's time to change your story. See you tomorrow. God bless you.
Are you ready to drop poverty? Are you sure you are ready to drop poverty? I've been begging you for a long time to drop poverty and walk away. I hope he has convinced you now that today is the end of it. Can you lift your 2 hands? Just lift your hands and ask the Lord to give you grace to walk out of poverty. Open your mouth. I want your hands lifted. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to pray, pray. Lord, give me grace to walk out of poverty. Open your mouth. This is not a game. This is your life that was just described. Open your mouth. I want you to cry to him. Cry to him. Cry to him. Open your mouth. Kneel if you want to kneel. Lie if you want to lie. Lift your hands but don't sit down. Inside and outside, Father, give me the grace to step away from poverty. You have laughed, but it's not comedy. It's your life he was talking about. You are still the tenant he's talking about. You are still the one who is thinking of how to handle things. Open your mouth and tell him, Jesus, help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Open your mouth and tell him, help me. Letoraba shata la pala brakate. Lika parakate teledo shata. Makete koporakata la do shata. Leke kikakakata. The way you are praying, is that the way you should pray at this moment? The way you are praying, is that the way you should pray at this moment? Open your mouth and cry out to him. Something has got to change. This cannot be my story. This cannot be my life. This cannot be my life. Jesus, 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 help me change my life. Help me change my story. Help me turn things around. I need you to help me. I need you to turn it around. Jateleke pere baya katalada. Ikatete ya kapare bregedosh. Iyakaba le bregedoshata. Ikatatata. Beke pra ikate ya dorajata. Mika para bregadosha. Iya da 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 da. Bare pra ikate to latash. Somebody shout amen. Can you lay your 2 hands on your head? It takes one idea. Let that hand on your head and say, Father, that idea that can change everything, put it in me. Open your mouth and pray. That idea. One idea. Just knowing what to do. Open your mouth. That one idea. 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 Elatoraba shatala kapara bragataledosh. Ina na 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 na. Those outside, put your hand on your head in all the viewing centers. That idea, that idea, that idea. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. In a few minutes, we'll send you home. Open your voice. Change my story. Say, I live.